Judy, have you heard the rumor that McDonald's gets special syrup from Coca-Cola, and that's why their Coke tastes better than like at other places?
No, I've never
Oh,
heard that before.
You've never heard that? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's like a serious like go Google it at some point. People I've heard different reasons for it too. I've heard it because they ship the syrup in aluminum barrels instead of plastic, right? So that it doesn't degrade. I've heard, of course, that they give them a special formula. You know what it really is? It's just that they probably notch it up a little bit, like the syrup to soda output. That's probably what it is. But
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
asked you that. I asked you that to bring up the fact. So we got Jack in the Box for breakfast this morning because we were out doing some stuff. Just grabbed something while we were out.
hmm
If McDonald's gets like special syrup from Coca-Cola, Jack in the Box gets like the remnants of whatever's left
Oh
over.
no.
I don't know why. I don't eat at Jack in the Box often enough to remember this, but I don't think I've ever had a good Coke from there.
I was gonna say I don't think I can compare because I really don't know how it tasted. So it's been a while.
Oh my God! Someone get this girl a
Sorry.
caffeine-free Coke, please.
Oh, speaking of though, did you hear that Costco is switching over to Coke products in the summer of this
Why
year?
is this such a big deal?
Because I don't like
Honestly,
Pepsi.
I understand that, but why have I seen this in now 3 places and someone is talking to me about the fact that Costco is no longer going to have Pepsi products in their food court?
Yeah, it's such a big issue. It's such a big deal. For some reason, I really don't know. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll drink, Diet Pepsi for a minute, but
you know what? This is once again proof that you are not a bad bitch. Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at TABPOD. Also check us out on TikTok because it came back an hour after we said it was gone at TABPOD. Also, we're on the Twix. And then if
we're on Twix, we're on Blue Sky.
TABPOD.BSK or I don't know. I haven't been on there yet. I should.
You can just still find us at TABPOD. So
okay, perfect.
We'll be there.
Also, if you want to support the show, join the Patreon. Only $5 a month gets you on the ticker. Still workshopping what we should call that, but I mean, we'll figure it out at some point.
Yeah,
probably, maybe. I don't know.
Someday.
Okay. So if you don't like sports, talking to you, Mom, just fast forward to Am I Overreacting? It's probably in about 15, 20 minutes from now, okay? But just fast forward to that because this might be the worst week in Dallas sports history.
Oh, terrible.
Last night, we had a shams drop, right? Because there's not a name for it. Like, we had Woj Bomb, right?
Yeah.
But we don't have anything for shams. What I want to do is I want to make, remember, bass drop? Like, remember that drop from back? Never mind. That's not important. I wanted to make something that said shams drop, and I didn't have enough time today. So, either way, he reported last night that Luka Doncic, who is, if you're not sure, probably unarguably one of the top, let's say, 5 best players in the league.
Right, yep.
He just got traded for, and this is not me saying this to denigrate Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is a great player. But he basically just got traded for 60 cents on the dollar. Okay. And I say that Luka, top 5 player in the league, he's only 25. He has maybe a decade plus of life in this game to still play. He just was in the finals last year.
Yeah.
And now he's traded for a player of Anthony Davis, who is an all-NBA, great in the league, playing outstanding this year. Mm-hmm. But he's also going to be 32 in about a month. So he is pretty much past his prime. Probably only got a couple more years left in the league. It's just a very mind-boggling thing. And I know that I said we're going to start and then go to something else, but really we've already talked about it this much. So let's just keep talking about Luka. Judy, you're in Dallas.
I am.
How do you feel about what has happened? I mean, do you care? You don't really care about basketball.
I don't really care about basketball like that. But obviously, so on the Twix, oh my God, when the news dropped, I didn't even believe it was real.
People, real quick. If that's the thing, this was such an earth-shattering trade.
Yes.
The way that it happened, no one knew what was going on about anything.
No one.
And then when you find out what it's for, everyone thought that Shams got hacked. Like no one thought this was an actual trade that happened. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, people were like, "Wait, are we sure it's not April 1st? It's not April Fool's Day." Like, it was just insane. And the thing was, I didn't even see like any breaking news notifications like on ESPN, but I only saw a TikTok of it, and it said like the entire NBA fan base, and it's like a meme of like looking shocked, right? And then like at the little search bar, it said Luka traded. And I go, there's no way. So then I hop on ESPN, like, right? Big red letters or in the red bars, like Luka's trade. I was like, huh? Just made absolute any sense. And so obviously I had to get on Twix. Like I deleted Twix from my phone, so I had to like hop onto my computer to like look at what people are saying about it, because I have a lot of Dallas fans on there, and they were in shambles.
Yeah,
in shambles. Everyone's just like, what? And the funniest thing about it is that there were so many mixed emotions because Beyonce just dropped that she's gonna go on tour. So it's like half the fandom is like so sad. They're like, I can't be sad because then Beyonce just announced her tour. Like it was the funniest thing I've ever seen on the Twix, but also it's because it doesn't really affect me. But I was just telling Keith, I go, that is such a typical Dallas team thing to do.
It does.
Like, honestly.
The thing, though, is that the Mavericks didn't do things like your typical Dallas team. They held on to Nowitzki's German ass for 75 years, it seemed like. Right?
Yeah.
Like, they take care of their stars. And I'm telling you, Luka told Cuban to go fuck himself. I'm telling you, that must have been what happened.
It had to be something because who knows? And people are like, Luka never requested a trade and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, something had happened. Something happened.
The reason that it was also so shocking is because when you have a player of this caliber, there are rumblings at the very least. Usually there's full-ass reports about it, like, Luka has requested a trade. The Dallas no, this was clandestine. Absolutely nothing. Black Hawk down, middle of the night, just busting the house. Go, trade. Like it was just so out of nowhere. And like I said, Dallas kind of got 60 cents on the dollar because whether you want to talk about the player for player aspect or not, other players in this league who are not nearly of Luka's caliber have been traded for like 6-7 first round picks and pick swaps. I'm not going to get into the minutia of it. We're not that kind of show, but they basically given up their first round pick for like 7 years for a guy who's just really good on defense, except for in the playoffs. Talking about you French fuck Gobert. But Luka, you got a player and you got one first round pick.
One.
And you got like a couple other ancillary pieces or whatever, but no. Okay. So
God, yeah, that was insane.
Hopefully, look, because even if this happens, it doesn't doesn't mean that it was a good trade. Hopefully, you guys win the champ. And I say you guys, Dallas wins the championship in the next year or so, right? Because that's the only way that this turns into a positive for you. Because the Lakers are now contenders for the next 10 years plus. And I get to see my two favorite players on the same team together for a little bit. King James. Kings respect kings! Right? So I get to see King James and Luka Doncic on the exact same court together. It doesn't make any sense because they're the same exact player. They have the exact same style of play. Except that just Luka's better at everything at this point in their careers because 25 to... what, 40?
40.
So,
yeah.
Oh, God. LeBron James is my age. We're both old. Ah! But, all right. But if it...
Yeah.
That was the perfect cherry on the shit cake that is Dallas sports this week. Because also, and this is something Judy does care about greatly, a new head coach was named of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And this is a name that if you follow football, you have heard of. Because the name is a Schottenheimer. But the name that you would know of if you're a football fan is not this Schottenheimer. Because the one that we've heard of is Marty Schottenheimer, who was a coach for the Browns and the Chargers and everywhere, right? Really high quality, high level coach who never won a championship. But this is not him.
Not him.
This is Brian Schottenheimer. Who, look, he was a Seahawks OC for like a cup of coffee, right? I was never a huge fan. We did some good things, but I was never a huge fan of him. I know he was with you guys last year as your OC. And now he's being elevated to the head coach. Before I say anything else, I want to hear how you feel about this, Judy. What's going on with Judy over there?
First of all, stupid hire. The thing is, all right, they didn't trust him enough to call his own offensive plays because it was Mike McCarthy who was doing all the play calling. So it makes no sense why. I mean, I can see why Jerry hired him because he's probably a yes man who's going to do whatever Jerry says.
100%.
And I mean, that's all that Jerry wants. And it's just so dumb. And I was just getting so annoyed. Like the Cowboys would always post like, oh, we just finished a virtual interview with this person and this person. And then you go and hire this dude who didn't even call plays for you.
So
anyways, very annoyed. So
I'll give him a bit of defense on the call playing side. McCarthy's always called his own plays. The only time he didn't call his own plays was the 1 year with Kellen Moore. And then Kellen Moore did so bad, he got fired, and McCarthy started calling his own plays again, right?
True,
However, the issue I have with it is it just reeks of, we don't know what the fuck we're doing right now, right?
Yeah.
So, because if the plan was, well, we'll just elevate Schottenheimer and keep everything cohesive, why didn't you just keep McCarthy? If you want to keep everything cohesive,
the
just
state,
keep
right?
it cohesive.
I don't.
Now the rumors is that McCarthy was only offered like a 1 year extension or something like that, and he didn't want that. But if also, like I said, if the plan is to keep it cohesive, don't offer him only a 1 year deal.
Right.
That's like saying, babe, I know we broke up, but I really want to get back together. Before we do that, I gotta go fuck this other chick real quick. No one's gonna say okay to that.
Right. Oh my God. the front office in the Cowboys is, I don't know, it's going to be the same for like the next many decades. Like nothing is going to change.
Well, that's what I'm confused about, because I remember like after you had drafted Dak, there were a couple of years, like the early Ezekiel Elliott, when you guys had a monstrous offensive line and everything, right?
Yeah.
Stephen Jones was getting a lot of the credit for the drafting of that unit. What happened to where was that not the case? I mean, I'm asking you. You don't know. I'm sorry, but like, was that not the case? Did someone else in the organization actually do all the drafting? Now they've gone to somewhere else or something, or did Jerry get pissed off that Steven was doing okay? Because honestly,
maybe
the latter, and Steven was just, and Jerry got pissed off. Look, we only gotta wait 3-4 more years before that monkey gets kicked, like, and then Steven can take back over. I did hear the stupidest theory on this, and this is why. Look, just because people are on TV does not mean that they deserve to be on TV.
God, okay.
Cam Newton, former NFL quarterback Cam Newton, said the dumbest fucking theory on First Take. He said,
okay.
Now, mind you, I just want to remind everyone, Dak Prescott just signed a contract to make him, a year ago, to become the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, right? Was a 5-year deal, okay?
Yeah, something, yes.
Let's say 5-year deal, so he's got 4 years left on it, okay? I say that to tell you, Cam Newton's theory is that you guys hired Brian Schottenheimer so that you'll essentially tank this year so that you can draft Arch Manning, number 1 overall, and here's the get Nick Saban to come out of his 2 or 3 year retirement to come coach for you. I heard that and I felt the brain cells disintegrating from me as he was talking. That's the dumbest theory I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Judy's dumbfounded. She can't even think it's so stupid what she just heard.
What? Like, wait.
Oh,
okay,
man.
Cam. Okay, yeah. Cam. Go take care of your 8 kids. Let's like talk about this.
He got to figure that out too. He was saying like, I don't make the same kind of money that I used to. Kids don't get taken care of the same kind of way that they used to. He got to figure some stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I didn't tell you I was going to talk about this, but there's one other sports topic that I just need to bring up real quick because it's been so prevalent with everyone. Everyone keeps talking about how the Chiefs are so hated now and that when they started, they were fun and everyone loved them, and now they're the villains. And I just want to say to everybody, no shit! Duh! That's what happens when people win. You get jealous of them winning.
Yeah.
But really, it's twofold. It's more than twofold, but it's at least twofold, right? Because we just got out of a 20-year dynasty with the Patriots, right?
Right. Tom Brady.
And now we're going, we had 20 years with, let's say, Tom Brady, because he had the year with Tampa. That's totally fair. And now we had an overlap, basically, of dynasties, right? Yeah, to where now the new dynasty started while the old dynasty was going and has continued full throttle. It's what I call the lather effect, okay?
Oh.
So, you know when you wash your hair with shampoo, how it says rinse and repeat?
Yes.
So true motherfuckers who do their hair properly rinse and repeat. So if you do it the first time, yeah, it gets sudsy or whatever. But if you do it the second time, them bubbles.
Sud City.
Oh
yes.
my God, right? It's like yes. Just like multiplying everywhere. Okay. So that's what this is. It's just people were like, yes, we finally got out of a dynastic era and there's going to be a little parody for a while probably. And then Patrick Mahomes said, nope, my dynasty. And then also, let's be
Insane.
honest, there's aspects of the team that just make it easier for you not to like them, okay? You've got a quarterback who is on everything now. We hate when someone gets just put in our face too much, right? So
True.
he's got T-Mobile, he's got State Farm, he's got the
Subway, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, right? We have Travis Kelce, who, while he is very good looking and very charming, right? He's also basically buff Vanilla Ice, okay? Let's be honest. All right? And now you got buff Vanilla Ice, who is dating America's Girl Next Door. We don't want that. People don't want that. People don't want what's up, Holmes, coming to their house. Nuh-uh, not if it's not authentic, okay? And I'm not saying he's not authentic. I'm just saying that's how it portrays to a degree. Right?
Yeah.
Then you got Harrison Butker telling the women of the world to stay at home and cook. And then the coup de grace, right? The
Yes.
Coup de grace. These dynasties keep happening in places that are super small by comparison to Dallas, LA, New York, Chicago, Vegas even, right? You had New England. That is, they had to put a collection of states together to get to the size of like one regular state. And then it's not even a state, it's New England, right? And now you got Kansas City. Most people don't even know if it's Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri. You don't even know. Right? But these are the two teams that are kicking everyone's asses. No, we would be more okay with it if it was in LA, if it was in New York. If it wasn't, we would hate it, but we would be more okay with it if it was a Dallas. And I say we would hate it because the fans would be so goddamn ugh. But you know what? We just had
they would be a lot more annoying.
Fans being ugh.
Right.
So, like, just everyone, it's been, and I get it, it's because there's no real football this week, so the stories have to get manufactured in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But everyone just talking about, oh my God, why are the Chiefs hated so much? I don't get it.
Yeah. So annoying.
Duh. Okay.
Duh.
That's put it on a shirt.
Duh.
Okay. All right. And then our last bit of sports related topics, okay?
Okay.
Have you heard of hat fishing?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yes.
Okay. So what is hat fishing from your perspective?
So hat fishing is when someone looks attractive but you always just see them like in a hat, but then they take their hat off and it's like, why were you hiding that dome under your hat like that? And the best example is Neo.
Wow.
He was the first guy the first celebrity, I would say, that like when we were growing up, because he was, like his type of music, like that R&B was really prevalent like during my high school years.
Yeah.
But you always saw Neo in like a hat, like he would have a fedora, or he'd have like, in every single one of his videos, he'd always have a fedora. And then one of these days, someone on MySpace drops like a picture of Neo without his hat on, and you're just like, girl, let's put your hat back on.
So I have it pulled up here. No, you're good. That was perfect. I have it pulled up here. Hat fishing is, according to Google AI, hat fishing is when someone wears a hat or other hair accessories to hide their hair loss in online dating profile pictures.
Okay.
Right? So an example, I see some people. This guy right here, like with the tattoos. You can see if we come down, we see this black guy right here. I don't even think those are this. Honestly, I feel like that's some racism going on. Those are not the same two guys right there. That is not the same person. But yes, that's what it is. All right. Oh, look, hat fishing. Neo. Look, he pops right up.
He's the first person right there on your search. See, like.
Okay, so I brought that up because Ben Johnson was hired in Chicago to be the new head coach of the Bears. And when he was hired, this is the first time I had ever heard of hat fishing. Because people were saying, because we only ever see him on the sidelines, and he has his Detroit Lions hat on, and when he's doing his press conference, he, didn't have a hat on, because who the fuck wears a hat to a press conference, right? Unless it's post-game, your name's Carson Wentz. But I'm looking at it, and I get what they're saying. Now, this is kind of also unfair, because we're looking at one photo that has obviously been photoshopped and color graded and stuff.
Edited,
and yes. Cooler, right? Yeah. Compared to another one where
it's like his professional LinkedIn headshot.
And then I can go back to making my plays.
Damn, he's only 38.
This is the yeah. But this is not the LinkedIn, because if it was LinkedIn, he would have at least smiled. This was, hey, we got to do this year's photo, and you have to do it now. You've put it off long enough. He's like, but I'm putting in all these cool plays, okay? I'm going to have wide receivers throw it to kickers. It's going to be awesome. I don't have time. And they're like, well, you have to do it now. He's like, fine, just take the photo, right? But I'm looking at it, and the one underneath, I think, is a good example, right? I'm looking at it, and I think what it does is the hat makes him look like less of a nerd. I think hats have a potential of making dudes look
cooler,
more manly, right? I don't want to say cooler. I'm not saying you're wrong, right? I don't want to say cooler, but I just think that they have a way of making you seem, I guess, because so if you're a white guy specifically, because their hair is all the same, right? And by that, I just mean straight. And it's not, right? You have to really do your hair in order to look good with it, right? And that's why I say every guy, professional guy specifically, they all have the same white guy haircut. It's high and tight on the sides. You've got a hard part, and it's combed over, right? The Matt LaFleur, fucking, I'm sure, Josh McCown, there's a
McVay,
times on the side.
Oh yeah.
Does McVay have it?
Yeah.
I wanted to say McVay really badly, but that's just a good-looking dude. I wasn't sure if he actually had that one or not. Okay. Because he be wearing hats, right? Like the last month, all I've seen him in is a beanie that said LAFD for the Los Angeles.
LAFD, yeah. Los Angeles. But yes.
Yeah. Well, we sent some trucks, so it's the same. It's fine. But that's so I now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, it's the fact that because when you see him with his hair, it's not done nicely, and even in the press conference, it was nicer, but it wasn't like that perfectly. I've got every hair in the right spot kind of thing. So I get it when people are like, they feel like he's hat fishing. By the way, I am not hat fishing. I have all my hair. All of it's right there, okay? Let no one try and besmirch me about hat fishing anyone. Hold on, I can't hear anything now. I took my headphones off.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Judy.
I don't know.
It is time for Am I Overreacting? Let's say goodbye. It was nice talking to you guys. Thanks for hanging out while it lasted. All right. Am I overreacting? This guy asked for a bra or bikini pic. I literally started talking to this guy off Bumble yesterday. Never met in person and barely know a thing about him. FaceTimed him with my friend for a couple hours last night, and it was completely normal conversation. Nothing suggestive at all. He agreed with me when I said I date to marry. Then, after we hung up on FaceTime, right before bed, he started messaging me about his high sex drive and asked if I would send him a bra or bikini pic. Am I overreacting, not wanting to talk to him anymore after this? Oh, there's a little more. I should also note that I do have 2 bikini pics on my Instagram, but I feel like it's entirely different than personally sending one to some guy I barely know. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
No, I want you to go first.
All right. Girl, you are... I'm going to put this very specifically, okay? She in no way is required to or beholden to this man to send him any kind of pictures, okay? However, overreacting, okay? Do you understand? Like, this is someone I could tell that has not been online dating for very long, right? Do you understand that she's lucky that he even asked her? Usually, you know what happens? Hey, up the phone, dick pic, right in your face, right there. And then you're like, oh, so I didn't realize that was happening. No, he was like, hey, he was basically like, because like you said, you had, first of all, who the fuck FaceTimes for hours on end with
someone? Oh, yeah. When you said that part, I go, ew, what?
Right. And especially if it's like, okay, so I could also understand if you're FaceTiming and it's like a first date almost type thing where you get a really good conversation going and next thing you know, a couple hours have gone by. But she also said her friend was right there, which just like, what the fuck are we doing? Okay. So, and then second, obviously there was no sexy talk while you were doing the FaceTime thing because he was trying to be respectful because your friend was there. But guess what? The point of these is to hopefully have some fun happening where some back shots happen, right? And so he's like, yo, I need this girl to know I'm trying to hook up. Because that's the other thing that happens for guys, right? Y'all don't want us to be so fucking caveman-y, right? But then when we're respectful and we're like, oh no, it's fine, take all the time you need. Oh, now we're pussies, okay? And now, he couldn't man up and show me that he wanted me, and now I don't feel attractive around him. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's what happens, okay? So what does he do? He's like, you know what? I was respectful. I was nice. I was cordial. I didn't say anything to embarrass her in front of the friend. I need her to know that my dick is hard, okay? and also he asked you for bikini or bra pics. Like, okay, I get it if the conversation was going to where you didn't, like, you said no and he was like, come on, just pull your top up and take a picture, and you felt uncomfortable. Totally get that. But he's just saying, yo, can you send me a bikini? Like, you have them on Instagram. You have them saved on your phone. If you want, you could just send him one of those. Like, there are options. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, like I said, that's different. That's fine. You're not beholden to anyone to have to do that. But as far as like, you're lucky he didn't say, yo, show me them titties. I'm so annoyed with this girl.
Okay, so I don't know. I'm not gonna say, I don't think she's overreacting. I know tons of women who just get turned off when a guy just asks for pics in general, like especially when you're just in that early talking stage. I don't know. I see where they're coming from, but at the same time,
pause real quick. I see where they're coming from too. Like there is. Like, most dudes don't have decorum about it. That's why I said, like, this girl's lucky because normally the dick pic just comes in. Right? So,
true. Yes.
And also, if it just turns you off and you're not comfortable with it, like I said, you're not beholden to anyone.
Then fine. Well. Right.
Sorry, just go ahead. I didn't mean to take over your whole spot.
No. Where was I going with this? A
lot of women get turned off when guys ask for pics.
Guys ask for pics, which, I mean, yeah, okay, I get it. But also, it also depends on this lady. Is she, one, insecure about her body, or I'm not saying that she's like a bigger girl, but I know there's a lot of dudes who are like, hey, do you have bikini pics? Because they want to make sure you're not like a big girl. So,
Oh,
you
so you're
know,
saying there's some
yes.
dating chess going on. I like it.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't want to like straight, like sure they were FaceTiming and he could only see like, you know, neck up. Fine. Anybody could like not body fish you, but like you
Body
know,
shame.
yeah.
Oh no,
And
I get what you're
so
saying.
no, not body shame. Like
No, I get what
there's some
yes, they can trick you into thinking, you know. No, yeah, for real. Like I'll
you
look in the
know.
mirror and like I'll bend over and I'll put my shoulders back and I'll get these muscles right here to pop, right? And I'm like, these ones right under the shoulders, and I'll just look and I'll tense up. Yeah, that's right. If I could look like this, but all the way down, I'd be perfect. So I get that. I totally get it.
So that's where I'm looking at this, and it's also similar to I don't know if you ever watched Love is Blind, one of the earlier seasons, where one of the guys was like asking the girl, was like, "Oh, can I put you on my shoulders if we're at a music festival?" And that's his way of saying, like, "Are you fat or not?" So
yeah, you know why though?
Anyways,
no, you know what? Like, no, real quick. I'm just gonna have to defend my boys. I'm not saying that you were attacking them. I'm not saying right. This is not on Judy. I'm not attacking Judy, right? But you know why we have to do that now? Because so many women got upset by how much do you weigh? Okay?
Yeah.
Guess what? We tried asking how much do you weigh, and you're like, man, you can't ask me that. Man, you can't ask me. So you know what I gotta be fucking tricky about it now. Bitch, can I put you on my shoulders or am I gonna break my back? Okay?
Like, maybe you can just meet them in person and decide for yourself then.
If we're going hiking, will I be able to finish my trail with you on my shoulders or not? No? Then I'll see you never. No, okay, I'll give you that. No, I'll give you that you can just meet them in person, right? But at the same time, if you as a person know that you're not attracted to a certain body type, right? And someone has gone out of their way, let's just say, to hide that from you, that they are that body type. When you meet them in person, they've been lying to you the whole time, but no matter what happens in that situation, you're going to be the asshole. No matter what. You can be 100%, you can go up and be like, hey, look, you obviously didn't show me everything about you. That's totally fine. I get it. But you're not someone who I'd be attracted to. You know what everyone's going to say? Oh, you didn't give her a chance. Oh, you didn't talk to her at all. Oh, what? Right?
Yeah.
You could be as respectful about it as possible. And because if you're not attracted to them, and I'm not saying that that's okay. Look, I love me a fat bitch, okay? I'll fuck a fat bitch all day. I don't have one. Like I'm just saying, I don't have one. Thankfully. My wife is a very little petite thing, but I'll fuck them, right? Lizzo, pre-allegations, I would have been all over it. What's up? They have an oral fixation, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay. So, anyways, wow. Yeah, let's.
But there's no way, right? But there's no way. Like, so I get what you're saying, meet in person. But if you are not attracted to it and you're just trying to get to that, right? Then something has to happen. You gotta do something. Maybe this guy didn't handle enough decorum. Fine. You say not overreacting. I say overreacting with an asterisk. We're just gonna move on from there, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Got me all fired up.
Oh man!
Now I have to talk dishes. Okay. I can't believe.
Yes.
This is how I know I'm getting old. Okay, because this is the dumbassery that was an argument in my house the other day.
Okay.
So the EP, she's doing her chemo treatments. So thankfully she's feeling a lot better. Like she's got more energy. You could see like she had a lymph node, right? That was like the size of a fist that was just like coming out of her out of her neck like this, right? And now that thing's gone. So just in general, she's feeling better. So now she wants to do more of the household stuff that I've been taking care of for the last, ever. One of those things is the dishes. So I'm like, okay, like it's hard for me. Like I get into a routine and I like keeping my routine. And then like someone else comes in like, well, I want to do some stuff. It's like, well, my routine's fucked now. So I don't know what to do anymore. So she starts doing the dishes in the dishwasher, and I'm looking at how she loads the dishwasher, and it is polar opposite. I mean, literally, I have them facing one way, and I load them from one side, and she does the exact fucking opposite and faces them the other way and loads them. I go from left to right. She goes right to left. Who goes right to left? Who does that? What is this, Japan? And we're reading backwards? What?
Okay.
Also, I think of the pan like a frying pan. I think of it as a really big plate, right? They're essentially the exact same shape. So there's one section of my washing machine where you can put a pan vertical. I put it vertical. She puts it on its like it's a bowl. She puts it on flat bottom. Like you don't need to do the whole thing like that. Your sacrifice, I get it. It gets the pan cleaner to a degree, maybe. It's debatable, right? I get that's the thought process. You're now sacrificing all of the real estate. You can get so many more dishes or bowls or whatever into the dishwasher. So this is what I have to deal with now. And everybody's like, Ryan, what does it matter? Okay, is dishwasher. You know what? You know how many fucking times I've had to hear someone argue about the right way to put toilet paper on the goddamn on the roll? You know how many times I have to hear about that? And I'm over here just like, I don't really understand. Well, now I fucking get it. Okay?
I did not know this is where your dishwasher drama was gonna be about.
I didn't think so. I didn't think you would know.
I mean, wow.
You probably thought it was like, my dishwasher's just not working.
Yeah, like maybe it flooded again. Like just how it flooded in your bathroom. Now it's flooding in your kitchen.
Well, no, because remember, the flood was not due to faulty equipment. It was due to a faulty child.
True, you're right.
So...
and no, but so like my dishwasher drama was maybe two.
Before I need you to weigh in a little bit, even if / when you start to disagree with me. Okay, which way do you put the bowls the plates in? Do you go from left to right or right to left?
Left to right, yeah. So it's like you're reading. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Frying pans, do they have to go flat or can they go up on their side?
It depends. If they can go on their side, I put it on their side. If they can't, because they're a little too thick.
Get out of my house, okay?
If they're a little too thick and they don't fit in the little slots, then obviously it's gonna have to be.
Obviously, yeah. I have a fucking I don't think it's an actual frying pan, but it's like a massive pan that I cook Thor's food in. That you obviously can't put on its side. Like, no.
Right.
But a regular frying pan, there's a slot right in there, and this one is just sacrificing all the good space.
Sorry, EP.
And then she has the balls. I'm sorry, last thing. She has the balls to talk shit to me because I didn't have anywhere else to put it, so I sacrificed my integrity and put a bowl on the bottom shelf. I don't put bowls on the bottom shelf, but I have to, right? Because that's the only spot I had left in there, right? Then I see her doing it, and we have what are called dinner bowls. Have you seen those? Right? So they're basically plates that have really long...
Like a tall, like an edge around it? Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Okay.
It's called dinner bowl.
Yeah.
But that is a dinner bowl, right? It's a fucking bowl, so it goes on the top shelf or the top rack. She treats it like a plate. She tries to put it on its side. It can't. It's not. It's a fucking bowl. You can't put it on its side. She tries to put it on its side. She put it on the bottom rack.
I mean, unless is it like too big that if you put it on the second rack, it doesn't close properly?
Nope.
I can see that,
I put
but
it on the top rack. It works perfect.
okay.
This is just how she wants to do it. This is my life. This is my life.
Sorry.
Why couldn't I get one of those?
It is what it is.
Why couldn't I have married one of those Latinas that use the dishwasher as like a storage space? That would have. And
you just hand wash everything?
Yeah, we just hand wash everything. Then we don't have to worry about all this foolishness. But no, I had to get one of those new neo Latinas, the new generation that uses technology. Okay, I'm sorry. I took this segment hostage, and you were about to tell me about something happening with your dishwasher.
Yeah, so one random night, like, I have my routine where I'll run it before I go to bed type thing. But I ran it, and then it started making like this beeping noise. Like, oh my God, this is new. Like, what the fuck is this beeping noise? So then there's like a little error code on the thing. Obviously, me being me, I'm like, all right, let me Google this and see what the hell this code means.
How fucking fancy is your goddamn dishwasher that has error codes?
I don't know. I thought that was it has an error. It had an error code.
Mine has a light. Like maybe it'll change colors if something bad happens, but there's no displays on it.
It doesn't like make a beeping noise if anything's wrong.
No, it doesn't. It barely makes any sounds other than like we're washing stuff.
I don't know. It came with the house. Okay.
What kind of AI dishwasher do you have? Has it got an app? You got a little app?
No, there's no app. There's no app. No. It doesn't have Bluetooth. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's not new, but like it has, a little display on it. So there's an error code. So I was like, okay, let me figure this out. I was like, let me figure this out. And what the thing was, it's like almost midnight. And I go, I don't want to deal with this. So I was like, okay, I'm going to Google it. And if it's an easy fix, I'll try to fix it. If not, I'm going to deal with it the next morning. And so I Googled it and it said like this error code means there's some kind of leakage underneath the dishwasher. And it's like a sensor that's going off saying there's like water in this like tray. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna deal with this. They're like, if you just press the little cancel button once, it'll stop the beeping. I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop the beeping, go to bed, deal with it tomorrow. The next day comes around and I'm just like, so I'm looking up YouTube videos on how to get to like the bottom of my dishwasher. And the thing is like, I can't have Keith do this because he's at school. So he doesn't have time to like try to fix the dishwasher. I was like, okay, I have to do it because I'm like, all right, I'm at home.
You still tried though. You were texting him. You definitely were texting him, and you're like,
I told him, I go, bro, this dishwasher is like beeping.
He's like, I've got quizzes to grade. I'll take care of it when I get home, but until then, like,
I can't do anything. He's like, well, maybe you should just call a repairman or something.
This is such a conversation every husband has had at some point where they're just like, something's happening. I needed to be fixed. Well, I am not there.
It's so true.
Okay, sorry.
So anyways, I find a YouTube video and I follow it and I figure it out. Feeling like fucking Bob the Builder over here fixing this dishwasher, all right? But I was just like, God damn, like, what is this? So now I'm thinking like, as a homeowner, it really sucks that you have to do this yourself instead of just calling a maintenance guy to like come out and like fix it for you.
You bitched so much about those maintenance people though. You hated having to call the maintenance people.
Oh, I did. Our last rental property, oh my God, they were the worst. Absolute worst.
See.
But at our apartment complex, they were the best.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We like our maintenance people.
Yeah. Like the apartment complex guys is because they stay on the complex. At least that's how it was for ours. They stayed on the complex, so they were like on call essentially. when we were at our rental house, they had to like send random contractors in, whoever that they were working with that week. It seemed like it was different people every time. So
I don't know how many of them. I know that like and I say he's the head one because I've seen him here the longest. So I know that the head maintenance guy stays on the property, right? But I don't know if any of the other ones do. So maybe he's just on call, and that's why he's the head maintenance guy, because he's always here. I don't know.
Maybe. There we go. So, but yeah.
Did you get your dishwasher fixed?
Yes, it's good. There's no leak, so I don't know what happened. If there was like one of the pans was too tall and the little water, spinner thing was just not like being able to, I was like,
an iOS update or something with your fancy fucking dishwasher.
It is not fancy. It just has a little LED, so like, little screen.
LED, okay? I got fucking Christmas lights on mine, okay? And not the cool new ones that change colors. No, I'm talking 1980s Christmas light.
Oh man, yeah. So
okay,
yeah.
Hold on. Okay, so we were gonna talk about the dishwashing lady, or the lady who cleans. We could talk
the cleaning lady.
Yeah. And the reason for that is I really want to show the world this TikTok. I'm so okay.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay.
So this is basically road rage. If you're watching at takeabreathpod on our YouTube, lady slaps a guy slaps her back, and then bam!
Body slams this lady.
They're starting
full on suplexes her, right? Now
yes.
the video continues. We don't need to go through the whole thing. So here's my thoughts on what just happened. I'm not a proponent of hitting women or men hitting women, right? But if she instigates the fight, you're fine defending yourself. I don't think that this was a full-on defense thing, though. That dude, it's brief, but you could see it in his face. She hit him, and he was like, "Thank God! I was waiting here." Because he hit her, and you could see that she was done. She was like, "Oh, I didn't think this was gonna happen. My bad." And he's like, "Oh no, we're not done, but I'm not gonna keep hitting you." Whoa! WWE suplex.
Yes. And I don't know. I think this is what the Daily Mail or whatever news.
Yes, Daily Mail.
That somebody posted about. I was like, whoever did the editing for this video, chef's kiss.
Well, plus, you know what, too? Because they were obviously in an altercation that they were both outside of their cars. So she had probably been going at him for a couple minutes, let's say.
Oh, so, no. So if you watch the rest of that video later, you'll see she gets out of her car physically and starts yelling, hitting the guy's windows and things like that. And
just he was definitely.
And I'm just like, what?
Moment.
Like, what is this lady? And it's like, I just don't know what's going through her mind. Like, obviously, everyone was in the comments were like, she literally fucked around and found out. Like,
well, I mean, no, this is a person. Get out of my face. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm looking at her right now. This is a person who doesn't think that consequences are going to happen.
Consequences. Yes, exactly. Okay. Oh my God.
Doesn't think consequences are going to happen to her because she's a woman, because she's a white woman, like, and that's obviously, that's not to say that shit can't happen. You know what? She ran into a white male. So we all know on that sliding scale who's gonna win, okay?
Yeah, like
we got a new president, boys. DEI is out.
Wow. Anyways, yeah, so
for Judy until I mentioned our president.
You sure did. I mean, we've gotten through 2 weeks without mentioning him, so you know.
Well, as we can see from this fight, times they are changing. He's like, I ain't worried about going to jail.
I just want to say, we were at Costco yesterday, and avocados, all right, 6 of them were $10. $10 for 6 avocados. Let me not.
Okay, eggs, 12 eggs, $10.99.
Oh my god,
that was today. That was $10.99.
Yeah, so
okay,
and
we're back. We're back to where we were a year ago, people. Anyway.
Anyways,
but you know what I'll say though?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna actually blame the price hikes on everything on our current president. I want to. I really want to. But he ain't been in office long enough for that kind of price change. Like, it doesn't happen. It's not because of him. I'm not saying that these aren't preemptive measures. I haven't done the research. I'm going to say that up front. I'm not saying that these aren't preventative measures based on whatever tariffs are that he's doing, that the people are like, the businesses are scared. Oh, we have to make sure that we're setting our prices correctly, blah, blah, blah. But I also am not going to put this on him yet. DEI canceled? That's totally him. He canceled all of it.
All of it. They know there's no denying about that one.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Oh. Okay. We're not going all political.
No. No.
But in a governmental adjacent category, okay. Judy,
Yeah.
how them taxes feeling this year?
You know what? Keith and I got all of our W-2s in. I started inputting them on the website. I saw how much we owed. I just turned off my computer. You know, it's going to be there when we decide to file the last day that it's acceptable, because, wow, we owed this year. Nothing really changed. Mind you, nothing really changed with our income. I saved up money from my 1099 job I did for a few months. So like, you know, that 30% is covered. I just don't understand why we are paying, or we owe double the amount that we paid last year. And I'm in like that limbo where, should we pay someone to look at this, make sure I'm doing it right? But at the same time, that's more money that I have to spend to someone to tell me that this is probably the right amount that I do owe. Like, we owe together.
The one thing I will say that you're probably missing out on is and I don't know, I'm not a fucking accountant. I have a Nevada school system. Don't trust anything I tell you. But the one thing I would say that you're probably missing out on is you're probably screwing yourself out of a lot of deductions that you can use as homeowners. I would believe so anyway. But other than that, I don't know. This is the tax code's been getting worse over the we've seen it coming, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to take it back, right? But like, this is still the original Trump tax code that he's gonna redo in like a year or so.
Exactly.
Because it went for 6 years, right? He did it 2 years left of his term and all the way through Biden. So, but this is it. Like, Also, you're in the freest state in the fucking nation or whatever. So maybe it's because of Texas. I don't know. Maybe it's your guys' own.
Who knows? It could be. They're like, you don't pay any state income tax. You can pay everything else in federal.
Exactly. Man.
Like, wow.
That does suck. Because you had told me that it almost doubled.
Oh, no, it is doubled. It is.
From what you had to
I looked at how much we paid last year and I was like, yikes. It's exactly double that. And yeah.
Y'all need to adopt someone's kid to fucking get that write-off, okay?
Something.
Get that tax credit.
Yeah, and that was the thing.
It's fine because just don't file, because I heard that the IRS. Well, no, I'm saying.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Unless the timeline comes up, but just don't file because I heard the IRS is going away anyway. So
that's what I've heard too. You know what?
Yeah. If the IRS goes away, ain't no one paying. So
exactly. So
remember all those dudes that were financing stuff at Circuit City when everyone knew it was going under? Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay this off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Exactly. They can wait.
Just don't pay attention. I heard the funniest joke regarding that, and it was we're gonna get rid of the IRS, right? And we're gonna do that by getting a 40% sales tax, let's say. And then we're going to need someone to monitor that everyone is paying their 40% sales tax. Some kind of revenue service, but it should be inside the government system, almost like an internal revenue service.
Wow. Oh, God.
I'm actually, can I be honest? I'm excited. I'm excited about the next 4 years. It's going to be like watching reality TV. It's going to be like watching reality TV, okay? I saw the press secretary talking to the press about how we might be getting away with birthright constitutional birthright or citizenship, birthright citizenship,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Which just means that if you're born in America, you're an American citizen.
Right.
And I heard the press secretary say, we don't think that something that is, she didn't say it word for word like this, but we don't think something that is written into the Constitution is constitutional. Oh,
it's basically what she's,
it's going to be a fun 4 years.
Lord, that lady. I have some stuff to say about her too, but anyways.
It's going to be the best 4 years, whether
it's going to be an interesting
good for me or bad for me or anything. It's going to be great for me. I can't wait for the last 60 days too, when he's got nothing left to lose. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. Everyone gets free ice cream.
Free ice cream?
Yeah, just cuz. Daddy said it, baby.
Everyone's going to be hoarding ice cream. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Exactly. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be... See, here's the people. If you're like Judy, and you're dreading everything that's happening right now, you just got to let go. We're here. You just got to go with the wave at this point. You know?
Yeah.
Start, you get out of it sooner than the rest of us. 3 years from now, you start back into your other stuff so you can get the person you want back into office, right? But for right now, we're here. Just embrace it, you know? It's fine. It's for you. Just go with it. Enjoy it.
Enjoy what? my $10 avocado? Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying,
our $12 for a dozen eggs, Ryan? You want me to enjoy that?
Yeah, you're getting all your money back from your tax refund. Oh, wait.
Listen. Oh my God. I saw a thread where someone said, with all these price hikes on food, they're like, maybe America won't be an obese country anymore because we're going to be starving and can't afford food. So you know what? It's like, bro, oh my God.
All right, we got less than 10 seconds left. So I just want to tell y'all this story real quick, and then because the EP added me so hard yesterday. Okay.
Oh, what?
So hard.
Okay.
So I pulled my gym bag out of our bedroom, right? It's a gym bag. What the hell are you doing with that? And I'm like,
damn, EP, okay.
No, that's not even the adding, okay? Oh. Let's get there.
Where you going?
She's like, I pull it out. It's like, it's been a while. I've been wanting to go to the gym. I need to, I just need to take care of myself and all that stuff. And now that you have more energy, I, can do that. And she goes, oh, really? Are you sure? And I go, what do you mean, am I sure? She goes, well, because usually you just do the thing where, you go for a couple days and then you stop for a couple months.
Damn.
Right? That's what I was saying. Like,
you didn't have to read me like that.
Right? I was like, it's hard. Leave me alone. God. I mean, look, she's right. That's exactly what happens every time.
Yeah, but still, it hurts to hear it. Like, okay, thanks.
But also, maybe that's what I need to hear, though. Maybe I need some tough love so that I actually get my fat ass to stay at the gym for more than, you know. Look, here's the thing that's bullshit, though. It's never a couple days. It's a couple days over a couple, like, it's like 2 or 3 days this week, 2 or 3 days the next week, and then I'm like, I'm tired. I'm not, like, I go for a couple weeks, okay?
Yeah,
it's not like I go twice and I'm done. Okay? God.
Exactly.
All right, anyway, that'll do it for this week's show. I just wanted to share that with everyone. So if you see me eating buckets of fried chicken and crying out in the wild, you'll know why. But thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode. We appreciate you. We will be here every Sunday. We post them on Sundays. We try to do it by 10, but like this was an emergency broadcast meeting, so we didn't get this one up until late on Sunday. Sorry about that one, guys. But yeah, we're here every week. Please make sure to hit us up on any of the social medias at TABPOD. And until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.